I have Hatifa, and it's the Israeli national anthem, and it was written in 1878 and published in 1886. It was derived from a 9-verse poem, and it was written by Naftali Hertz and was possibly influenced by Polish patriot songs.
Has anybody ever heard the Hatikva anyplace else other than the Israel national anthem?
I heard it in Mexico.
What, as the Israeli anthem?
Spanish?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about, have you ever
No,
heard?
not as the Israeli anthem.
Okay, as what?
I was in a cathedral, touring the cathedral. One of the melodies or one of the psalms was very, very similar to that.
Okay, could be. If any of you learned about the Moldau, it's a Hungarian piece. The melody from Hatikva comes from the Moldau, which was actually a Hungarian piece, and it's in some of the operas that came out from Franz Liszt as well. Okay, Artie.
1897, the first Zionist Congress meets in Basel, Switzerland, and this conference was first started by Theodor Herzl, and this really started political Zionism and Jewish immigration to Palestine. And this was like the backbone of the founding of the state of Israel. Like without this, never would have happened.
Okay, and anybody know what Herzl's famous quote is?
If you can dream it, it's a something.
Close. In Hebrew, it's Im Tirtzu, Ein Zu Agada. If you,
If you will it,
it's not a dream.
Yeah.
It is not a dream. If you will it, it is not a dream. Who has the Dreyfus trial? And why are you standing over there?
That was in 1984.
Dreyfus trial in 1984. Right numbers, wrong stuff.
48.
Well, 1894. So why don't you just Dreyfus trial?
Okay, so Alfred Dreyfus was a Jewish captain, and he was found guilty of treason, and he was just found guilty because he was a Jew. And Theodor Herzl, he was a journalist who wrote about the account, and once he was found guilty, he was imprisoned, and Herzl said that the trial represents a mischarge of justice, and because by condemning one Jew, they condemned all the Jews.
Okay, and then would have been Aryeh, who talked about Theodor Herzl in the first Zionist Congress, okay, after the Dreyfus trial.
We're a little dyslexic here.
Well, that's okay. And Steph, what do you have?
I have the 6th Zionist Congress debates Uganda issue. And in 1903, the British tried to make a deal and give Jews the land of Uganda. The Jews refused because Israel was their holy country, and they weren't willing to live anywhere but in Israel, which was Palestine.
Right. If you remember that the Jews wanted a homeland, we wanted Palestine, but here the British were ready to give us Uganda. How different our lives might have been, bless you, if we all wound up in Uganda. Okay? Maybe it would have been,
It might have been a good thing.
why do you think it might have been a good thing?
Because if you would have made Africa,
Yeah, Uganda's in
Yeah,
Africa,
okay.
yes.
we would have made Africa more innovative, and because we're more of a civilized.
And the
People
Arabs.
are the Africans who are just wild people,
That's
right?
literally- yeah.
Nothing like stereotyping,
Oh,
right?
God. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Steph. Stephanie.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Sorry.
anybody else, does anybody agree with Steph about Uganda being a better place?
I think Uganda would decrease Arabs' suicide bombing us for one thing.
Yeah, we'd be far to travel, right? But how do you know that the Africans who are living there wouldn't be the same way?
Yeah, well, they don't have the whole thing about they want Palestine in Uganda. They don't want Uganda.
Okay. Okay, anybody else?
Ryan agreed.
Hey. What
In
year?
1909, and Zagania was the first kibbutz, which was founded on the shores of Lake Kinneh.
Kinneret. The
Kinneret,
Kinneret.
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Kinneret, all right. And Tel Aviv, which was the first modern Jewish city, was established north of
Jaffa.
Jaffa. And also now, in 1909, the Jewish self-defense movement, Hashomer, the Watchman, was organized.
Okay, very important. Degania was the first kibbutz. What's a kibbutz? A co-op, a collective farming unit was the first collective farm, a collective community that was established, Degania. Also Tel Aviv, which was one of the first cities, was founded. And you said
The Watchman,
the Hashomer Hatzair was founded as well. They became the movement that was the watchmen, the watchers of Israel. Okay, Jesse.
I have Balfour Declaration,
Okay.
and on November 2nd, 1917, Balfour involved a famous letter saying, issued a famous letter saying that the Jews had a right to Palestine, a national home. The declaration was approved on April 24th, 1920 at the Allies Conference at San Remo.
Palestine
Okay.
granted to Britain. After the Balfour Declaration was approved in 1920, the mandate on Palestine that was conferred upon Great Britain was incorporated into the declaration on July 24th, 1922.
Okay.
So now Britain was ruling Palestine, and then they ended up giving it.
Okay, Britain was now ruling
Issued a
Palestine.
white paper. It was signed in 1939, and it limited Jewish immigration to a final 75,000. The British wanted to do this because they realized they were about to enter a war, and they wanted the support of the Arabs in Palestine.
Very important.